O you hypocrites, Sadducees and Pharisees, for you neither want to go to heaven yourself, but suffer them, those who want to go in. For it is written that, call no one Father, for one is a Father who is in heaven. Nor call no one teacher, for one is your teacher, even Jesus Christ. These words are true and faithful, because God is a jealousy God. For God is God who tells David, sit down and wait until I make all your enemies your stepping foot. And therefore I say unto you, that a priest must be married to one wife. Must, not may. For have you not read that he who created them in the beginning created them too, male and female? Have you? Have you? For what is important? The gold or the temple that sanctifies the gold? What is important? The gift or the gift that sanctifies the gold? What is important? The gift or the temple that sanctifies the gift? What is important? Is it not the gift? For God does not reside in temples made by human hands. God resides in temples made by God's own hands. But what is body? But a combination of bile and mucus. God is still God who searches the heart and the minds. The heart and the mind. But if your heart condemns you, God is greater than your heart. God is greater than your heart. So make sure that your heart does not condemn you. The only way you're going to be sure if God does not condemn you, if it's your heart, if your heart doesn't condemn you, your heart doesn't condemn you, then God doesn't condemn you. But if your heart condemns you, then God has no any other choice but to condemn you, because your heart has already condemned you. Yet it is God who searches the heart and mind. For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, nor covered that will not be uncovered. Nothing. Nothing. For this generation shall not come to pass. This generation. 24:34. Matthew 24:34. 24:34. Now you keep on reading the chapters, you think those chapters are chapters. Those are times. You keep on mentioning Matthew chapter. We quote the Bible without quoting the chapters. Don't you know why? Because the chapters stand for time. Matthew 24:34. 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6, the mark of the beast. 7, a holy number. This generation shall not come to pass. Read between the lines. You need to read between the lines for you to understand those scriptures. For you do wrong not knowing the scriptures nor the powers of God. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. But if you had known what this means, you will not have condemned the guiltless. There is only one who was guiltless, and that is Jesus Christ. Only one. And yet you condemned him. But you do wrong not knowing the scriptures nor the powers of God. You don't know them. Or else you will not have condemned the guiltless. The humblest of them. You will not. But yet with eyes and you see not. But if you have the blind leading the blind, then you both fall into a ditch. Once you have the blind leading the blind, what happens? You will fall. And trust me, Your fall shall be greater. Your fall shall be greater. Mark my words. Mark those words carefully and mark the date today. Mark the date. For even the judgment of the harlot was never read in the book of Revelation. No, I read the judgment in the book of Matthew. So judgment begins in Jerusalem. Judgment begins in Jerusalem. Have you not read this? That even judgment begins in Jerusalem. In Jerusalem. So judgment began in the book of Matthew. You are waiting for judgment in the book of Revelation. You are late. You are late. Woe unto you, Chorazin. Woe unto you, Bethsaida. What happened when those words were first read? By what happened? What happened? But what happens to the false prophets? What happens? Do not receive the mark of the beast either on your forehead or on your hand. Don't. What is the mark of the beast? That is the fucking mark of the beast. Don't receive that. For it is enough that he who died on the cross resurrected to heaven. Now some of you started saying, you have found his corpse in Egypt. If you die divine, you cannot be reborn again into the material world. You cannot be reborn again into the material world. But he went to heaven with a corpus glorification in his body. Corpse that had been glorified. So stop with the nonsense. Stop with the crap. Stop with the crap. Corpus glorificationis. But apparently, there were those who were there and they touched the body. For God is God of Jacob, God of Abraham, God of Methuselah. God is not God of the mediocres.